Yeah. Hey, you back with another one. There's more proof Kim Vaughn was set up to get killed by youngboy. What?
Sacrificial lamb to go out there and put their life, pride, ego, and other things on the line in order for everyone to start following suit. May I remind y'all that King Vaughn passed away in 2020. It's now 2025, and it seemed like we can't stop getting information that we didn't know before pertaining to Vaughn's unaliving and how he really was perceived amongst the people he thought that he could trust. Now, aside from everyone else feeling like it was all suspicious activity surrounding his passing, OTF Vonnie's father had recently blew the lid off of Vaughn's situation as he would begin telling people that he knows for sure Vaughn was backdoored, and even went as far as saying that he was there when his son OTF...
Yeah, I will say, after all the videos we done seen, and I'm probably gonna put a compilation video of all of the videos just so everybody can see it at one time, but like all the videos I done seen, I'm convinced that it's something weird going on. I don't know what it is, folks.
And why it only coming out now?
I don't know what it is, but it's something weird going on with Vaughn getting killed and all that. I just don't know who it's from and what it is. You see what I'm saying? I don't know who did the weird shit. I don't know who set it up. I don't know what's going on. But it's something weird going on. I know that.
That Vonnie paid Little Tim a large lump sum of money. He says that at the time he didn't know what it was for, but his son told him to ride with him, gave him a weapon, and basically he was brought on the mission to protect his son if anything was to go left. He says he didn't put the pieces to the puzzle together until he realized after King Vaughn's unaliving that months prior to King Vaughn losing his life, they went to go drop off a big bag of money to Little Tim somewhere in the sticks of Atlanta. Now, what a coincidence that a few months later, the same person they dropped the money off to would be the same one responsible for taking Vaughn's life.
Now, if that's true though,
stop it. Get some help.
I want to put y'all on to some of the easiest money you'll ever make in your life. Freecash.com is a website that allows you to literally get paid 100 minutes for most people to start earning money. Or go in the description below and start getting that bag. You did?
Finish him.
If that's true, bro, I ain't gonna lie, gang. That
put two and two together
I need to know
and
right
came
there.
to the conclusion that they paid for the hit on King Vaughn. Now, allegedly, another King Vaughn affiliate, Mona Lisa, would back these claims up as well after the father would face backlash from social media with people stating that he's lying, money hungry, and just trying to get attention. Mona Lisa would take to her IG story to say, quote, "Unk don't owe ish to nobody. He said what he said. N-words foul, and the people that don't know, there y'all go. The story Ben was presented to her." So it's one thing to think that he's lying, but when you have someone affiliated with Vaughn's family backing up his claims, what does that tell you?
It's a lot of people.
On top of that, it seems like everyone has been focusing on the wrong thing. He told us that money was paid to get King Vaughn taken out. No matter how you feel about him or what you think about him, if he has receipts and explain things in detail with the family backing up what he says, then what's the problem? Not to mention, we got bigger fish to fry if this is all true and it comes out.
That's what
Yeah, at least Timmy is free, but damn, I mean, if we find out the leather, damn.
Now, with all that being said, recently DJ U will come out and speak on O-Block pertaining.
Fuck happened? Like, yo, please try again. Why they block the video while I'm watching? Why they try to block the video while I'm watching it, bruh? I thought they tried to block the video.
As they always say, sometimes it only takes one sacrificial lamb to go out there and put their life.
bro, I ain't gonna lie, gang. That
Put
tell
two and two
everything I
together
need to know
and
right
came
there.
to the conclusion that they paid for the hit on King Von. Now, allegedly, another King Von affiliate, Mona Lisa, would back these claims up as well after the father would face backlash from social media with people stating that he's lying, money hungry, and just trying to get attention. Mona Lisa would take to her IG story to say, quote, "Unk don't owe ish to nobody. He said what he said. N-words foul, and the people that don't know, there y'all go. The story Ben was presented to him." So it's one thing to think that he's lying, but when you have someone affiliated with Von's family backing up his claims, what does that tell you?
It's a lot of people.
On top of that, it seems like everyone has been focusing on the wrong thing. He told us that money was paid to get King Von taken out. No matter how you feel about him or what you think about him, if he has receipts and explain things in detail with the family backing up what he says, then what's the problem? Not to mention, we got bigger fish to fry if this is all true and it comes out.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, with all that being said, recently DJ U would come out and speak on O-Block pertaining to King Von, because as y'all know, it was recently Von's birthday on August 9th. And according to some guys, they feel people who didn't even know Von was acting like they were all cool for clout. Or could it be they know what transpired with Von and how people knows what happened, but they're not saying anything? Well, amongst those people were 600 member 600 Trigger. He would take to his IG story to say, quote, "O-Block, on D thing, long live Von. At the same time, would y'all stop chasing it off his name? He ain't even F with y'all when he was alive. Just y'all saying y'all F with bro ain't gonna make nobody F with you more. Get your own motion." Well, that's pretty much self-explanatory. Trigger felt people were using Von for cool points and keeping his name in their mouth when they know for sure when he was alive, he wasn't really messing with them in the first place. So, 600 Trigger felt he needed to let it be known. I don't know what made DJ U get in the middle, but he would have his own statements in regard to O-Block and King Von. He would respond to a post on International Drill Music as he would say, quote, "On God, and half them N-words was stealing from him just like they was stealing from Sosa. I'ma be quiet though, ain't gonna say nothing else."
But how these niggas get to steal from y'all? Like, I don't get this shit.
Now, I didn't know this. Some of y'all told me this. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit! I didn't know that DJ U was Von's DJ when he was alive. I never knew that. That never crossed my mind at all.
Yeah, when he was alive, I heard when he did the interview.
I never knew that. So that tells me a lot. So it's not like he just some nigga that interviewing people and, you know, he think he heard somebody on, and no, he was there. You know what I'm saying? He would be a person that would know if they were stealing from him type shit. You feel me? My thing is, if they were stealing from Chief Keef, that's why he stopped hanging with their ass. These the same people, gang. The same people.
All right.
I would not be surprised if they were slick stealing shit. Like, that's what niggas do.
Now, DJ U's arch nemesis 16 Shine Visuals will respond to the post in the comments as he would say, quote, "Laughing my butt off. People be getting effed up, not minding their business." And he has a point, because I don't know if maybe DJ U wanted some attention, but none of that had anything to do with him at all. Yes, he was Von's DJ, but one thing don't have to do with another. Keep in mind, it's little things like this that can start a whole wide beef offline.
For sure.
And it's strange because last time I checked, DJ U was interviewing all of them. DJ U seemed like he was cool with all of them, but saying things like this, how you think that's gonna make them feel? How you think that's supposed to make them respond?
Right.
How you think E-Dog's supposed to feel? Gleesh, Shoebox, Ike Munna. I'm just trying to name all the people we know he interviewed because I'm sure they're not feeling him accusing them of stealing or whatever, whether it's true or not. Now, is it DJ U's place to speak on that? No. But he was around, he was Von's DJ, so I'm sure he knows a little more. Keep in mind, we've seen guys wearing Von jackets.
I just don't think, I don't know. I mean, I get what people saying, but at the same time, everybody who was around Von saying something about it. So shit, I can't say DJ U tweaking because he did it. If that's the case, everybody tweaking, you know. But all I do know for sure is something weird going on, and I know for sure they were stealing from him. I don't even have to guess that.
Sneakers, and other clothes after his passing.
Right.
So yeah, I'm sure people were stealing from him, and even after he passed, the family let it be known that his other sister, Kayla B, was also accused of stealing from him as well. We already know about the hard drives, but she was also accused of trying to take $75,000, something to that nature.
If nobody, who else can steal from you other than the motherfuckers around you? If the person's not around you, they can't steal from you. We talking about a bunch of broke ass people too. We ain't talking about a bunch of rich people. We talking about you just got money. You trying to show love to all the guys. You got 30 niggas with you everywhere you go. You spending all this money on this. You spending all this money on that. You know what I'm saying? And they still ain't got no money. All they doing is following you around. You give them the chain. That's the only chain they got. You see what I'm saying? It ain't like they got money and they just fucking with you. Nah, you the only person with bread. And they broke. Yeah, they're gonna steal from you. And they from the hood. Of course they was stealing from Chief Keef. 9 times out of 10 they gonna steal from you, gang. Unless you got some real deal, like real niggas like with you.
Anyway, O-Block member Ike Munna will respond to all the recent.
Yeah, bro, you gotta learn who's trustworthy too. And when you go up, it don't mean you gotta go up with niggas.
backlash
There's certain shit they say, oh, I got you here, can't take you there.
that O-Block has been getting, and it's safe to say he isn't a fan of it at all. In a since deleted post, he would take to his IG story and say, quote, "You bloggers and clown ad N-words, not going to get it until the MF puts you in your place. Stop speaking on O-Block. We don't think about y'all." Now, I'm not sure if this was in reference
about DJ U
to just DJ U, or if he was including 600 Trigger's statement about O-Block as well.
Right.
I would assume it's about both, and anybody that had something to say, but he didn't specify. Now, this is for y'all that really think just because y'all may have seen certain guys around Vaughn that he messed with the whole O-Block or whatever. But no. Mona Lisa even made it clear in her interview with FYB J-Mane that Vaughn wasn't even as close to Dirk as people may think. She let it be known that Vaughn and Dirk didn't become close until the jail bid he did from 2014 to 2018. Yeah. And even then, they only started speaking towards the end of the sentence when he was already on his way home. She described that prior to Vaughn getting locked up, him and Dirk didn't have a relationship, and in fact, she says their first time speaking was when Vaughn was locked up.
I feel like, honestly, I'm gonna say,
she probably not lying, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about it, gang. Dirk is from a minute, like that's, I told y'all in another video, like Dirk hood and O-Block ain't 2 minutes away, bro. Like that's a good amount of way. So it's like, they probably knew about each other because they got mutual friends and shit like that, but they probably wasn't kicking it like that for real. I don't know what made them, you know what I'm saying? Maybe just Dirk just heard about his situation and reached out to him. He just so happened to get out. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. But it wasn't like, I don't think they was best friends for like, I don't think that was.
You saying a person to go get some get back for a person, I can't say you barely know because you gained a bond with him. But when did you start gaining this bond with him? Because from my knowledge, when we was doing that bid with him from 2014 to 2018, y'all came at the ass end. I'm in the courtroom trying to see who this is behind me. It's D-Thing. Hey, sir, can you take your hoodie off? He had on the Canada Goose. You know Canada Gooses, they hoods go down this way, so we don't know who that is. It's D-Thing.
Dirk brother.
Exactly.
See, when you start saying details like that, that's when I be thinking you telling the truth. I ain't gonna lie. So you got the Canada Goose, you know the Canada Gooses come down real quick. We couldn't see who he was. They take the thing off. I turn around, it's D-Thing.
Hey, but Vaughn already on the phone telling me like, yeah, man, I'm finna rap when I get out of jail. Well, boy, your ass ain't finna be no rapper. He watch, I'm finna blow up as soon as I get out.
So Vaughn was already telling you?
He was already telling me this. So he was in cahoots with them. But he didn't gain a bond with them until he was locked up for real.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, because technically Vaughn ain't really know Dirk until he got locked up, right? Let's start there, right? Like, let's just break all that.
Yes.
Like, let's just be.
Now, I'm behind, and I ain't trying to throw no dirt, no salt, no nothing on nobody.
When you from the rack, I feel like you know that though already.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But put it like this. That ain't, like, people don't understand it through like that, through the woo-woo. That's why I looked at Dirk then, like, that was some.
So as a fact, like, yeah, what,
he reached for him.
Yeah, you ain't even.
O-Block back up.
And I ain't even saying for them go send y'all self off, but y'all ain't even let folks them go do what they had to do. y'all took, I don't know who did what, so I don't know, so I can't speak on it.
So there y'all have it. I also find it funny how all of this is now coming out. Like I said before, as y'all know, done in the dark shall always.
But these niggas was not. That's crazy.
Come to light.
It's crazy how that shit worked though, boy.
Right.
That's true.
Density is a tool to record.
Hey, like, comment, subscribe. Wrote the 4 million on my phone. The details was not that crazy, but they is.